Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Words worth hearing.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that food goes to waste. I'll turn you into a pincushion! Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. It is a remarkable treasure we've found.
Perhaps fortune has deigned to aid us at last.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I'd thought I was done for.
It was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come...
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people.
You'll hear no complaints from me.
There is no telling what perils we may face. We must be ready to protect our charge at a moment's notice. Now that I think on it, none in our party are healers.
Mayhap you could dismiss a pawn, not me, naturally, and hire a mage in their place.
Goodness, we're higher up than I'd thought.
We shan't fall if we remain calm and watch our footing.
Careful now.
That's it! That's it! This is my sort of place, the more the merrier.
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride, no foe shall harm you while I yet stand.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs.
Good on you. Just take care. You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
With Sir Norbert safely returned, Melv shan't lack for medicinal herbs. 2 good deeds in one, you might say.
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent, you're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
A saurian nest so near the village is worrying indeed. Let us see the explosive casks there as quickly as we may.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Really now. You mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here. Ice is our ally against such fiends. The Arisen has been drenched.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water. You must make sure your aim is true. Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
I don't know about you, Master, but... Expertly thrown, Master. I'd wager those Saurians will think twice about nesting here again.
One could not have hoped.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done... Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuild...
All done then?
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
How might I be of service?
Always a pleasure.
Sir Gregor wishes to speak with you, Master. Shall we go to him? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
Guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
We have reached our destination.
Make haste then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparation.
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I will protect you. Excellent. I could have done no better.
Focus. The battle continues.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt.
That is incredible. Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise. Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
Our collection grows.
Ah, I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Fall back, and I will heal you with the magic. Wait right there. One of us is drenched.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
Resting when and where you can is the secret to weathering a long journey.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Off we go then.
Feeling rested, I trust? You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see we've got goblins.
Leave it to me.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Not bad.
Plenty more where that came from.
I concur.
My knowledge of worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Open to enlist, then? No. A pity. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for the rest. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. How very Vermundian of them. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers. Easier said than done. Especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Indeed, you are correct.
I will protect you.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues. Resounding success.
well aimed strike. Right where it hurts.
Speak magic. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute.
That was hard won.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It is a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
We must not let down our guard. Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Indeed, you are correct.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
It is not what I expected. Most impressive, Master. We can ill afford to grow overconfident. Our foe is not yet routed.
A resounding success.
I shan't let them harm you.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
Harpies, be on your guard. Fire will prove effective against this foe.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
Right you are.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Regrettably, I am not equipped with the knowledge to guide you on that quest. You shall have to hire a pawn who is.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once...
I've a selection of wares. Hope to see you again.
Not buying? Well, better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Well met, sir. How may I do it, sir? Another adventure. This day brings lights, you and hope. Chance to put my feet up. Always a pleasure.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might reveal aught of interest.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes, and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items.
Ours is a party of women, by and large.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Fancy a gander?
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we've the coin, but we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
I suppose 'tis so.
Well met. Always a pleasure.
I've been a pleasure.
Would that I now had force and steam. I'm dead on my feet on this
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Fancy a gander? I find goods for sale.
There's a ladder here. We ought to put it to good use. This is generally used as a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Are you particularly fond of this place, Arisen? We have made camp here several times now.
Travelling beyond the rift, I came upon a cave whose secrets you have yet to discover. 'Tis nearby. Shall I lead the way?
Take care. We know not what perils this place holds.
Keep stout of heart and clear of mind. 'Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a minute.
That battle took more out of me than I would have liked. Might we remove this hindrance somehow? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
True enough. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste. That is thrilling. I did not know I could feel so alive. You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters. I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters. We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Goblins, Master!
We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Weapons are simple enough to procure if we have the coin. But we might be lucky enough to find some in treasure chests.
True enough.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take notice.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.